kailangan mo muna maintindihan yun. Kailangan mo muna tumama sa rock bottom, bago ka pumunta sa higher up, eh. Kailangan mong
True.
ma-experience mo.
Ever notice how some virtual assistants seem to have it all? A specialty, a high paying client, and a career that just keeps on growing.
Yes, Tata. And we're not talking in general admin work here. We mean someone who mastered a niche like Salesforce and turn it into a career that pays well and gives freedom.
Yan. So today, may kasama kami na ganun talaga yung buhay niya. Someone who found his niche, mastered it, and works with clients who really value yung kanyang expertise.
Yes, so let's welcome everyone. Darwin. Hi, Darwin. Kumusta?
Okay naman. Ito, medyo busy, pero also still find time to rest and, alagaan ang sarili.
Yes, that's important.
Darwin, could you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, I'm Darwin. So people call me Dars, and I've been actually working in Salesforce for like 11 years now. So 11 years of journeys, 11 years of learning, multi clients, different industries. So yeah, matagal na ako nagsi-Salesforce.
Okay, para sa mga viewers natin na hindi alam si Salesforce, could you give us like a simple breakdown of what that is?
Salesforce is like a system. So it's a CRM or customer relationship management on which itong mga CRM kasi na to, Salesforce is the first in the industry and the longest in the industry na nauna sa pag-introduce ng CRM sa mga businesses. Now, ang business is like a sales process, service process, ticketing system, nandun yun. So, doon makikita yung mga approval process, doon pwede na rin doon sa Salesforce gawin yung mga automations para mas mapabilis yung business nila. One of the example of a local industry here in the Philippines that's currently using Salesforce is PLDT, Meralco. So when we go to their website, it's automatically Salesforce training. When we go to meralco.com.ph or PLDThome.com.ph. So it's automatically Salesforce already. So that's how the CRM actually works, and that's how Salesforce actually helps the business along the way. There are so many CRM out there. So there's like HubSpot, there's like Google, and there's like Oracle. But I prefer Salesforce the most because, iba kasi din pag ikaw yung first in the industry, you have a lot of chances to improve because you've been there for a very long time. I believe Salesforce is over 30 or 40 years now in the business and keeps on growing, keeps on acquiring a lot of process, like small processes. Before, Slacks is standalone and they are actually bought by Salesforce and it's already a Salesforce tool. So Slacks is a chat system then that helps us communicate. So that's a lot of things about Salesforce actually.
Cool. Oo nga, isang breakdown ngayon ng mahaba, partner.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Sobrang... Actually, yung Salesforce kasi, I think siya yung parang hindi common din talaga sa BA. I mean, talagang may someone talaga na expert talaga siya dapat dyan.
Yes, it's common sa pagiging BA kasi most of the company that's currently using Salesforce, they are already hiring their local system administrator. So, mas maganda kasi yun. When they launch a system, there's somebody that looks after them, they maintain it. But for a VA, it's kind of like an opportunity as well na not just to help one company or one client, but multiple clients at the same time. So, you can actually extend your hand multiple times to different industries. So, marami kang matututunan din. Mas mabilis ka actually kasi bawat client, here din sa VA Master is like bawat client is iba-iba rin yung kanilang industry. There's like pharmaceutical, there's like real estate. So, iba-iba yung process ng business nila. How they get their client, paano papasok yung pera. Salesforce is also doing that na yung mga payment system, mga invoicing. So matututunan mo rin talaga on a wider perspective on how the business actually runs. Actually, ito, maganda to. I have started it. Because I actually started college sobrang young. So, nag-accelerate ako from grade 1 to grade 5, diretso. Then 6, then high school. Without senior high school. So, nag-college ako and I actually took up like civil engineering. And then,
Civil engineer.
Yeah, civil engineering. And then, hindi ako nag-board exam. So, nagpatuloy ako sa studies kasi bata pa naman. So, I took up another course. It's mass communication in FEU Manila. So, back then, I really wanted to be like a radiocaster, a news reporter, because
Same pala tayo, Mascom.
Oo, Mascom ako. Mascom din ako. So, yan, gusto ko maging, gusto ko maging reporter, ganyan, sa radyo. Kasi yung boses ko, modulate siya. So, parang inisip ko noon na, maganda to pakinggan sa radyo. Siyempre, along the way, dumadating na tayo sa digital era. Yung cellphone from 3310, nagiging touchscreen na. So, at that particular time, ang hirap nung nakagraduate ako sa Mascom, ang hirap sumabay pag hindi mo talaga siya passion. So, in-introduce ng IBM sa akin. Wala lang to, free training, parang ganun. They have their event na parang Harapan. People that can learn system, people that want to invest on a particular skill. Tapos ang pinili ko doon, kasi ang pinipili nila doon, madalas, may nakalagay may Cisco, may Google, gano'n, na Microsoft. So, ang dami nag-sign up dun sa Microsoft, ang dami nag-sign up dun sa Cisco. Then, siguro mga 3 or 4 lang kami nag-sign up dun sa Salesforce. Kasi hindi siya kilala Hindi alam sa Sabi ko, sige, sign up na ako. Mas gusto ko kasi konti lang. 4 lang kami. Para mas maintindihan ko. Mga kasama ko, mga Comsci, mga
Pero may idea ka na sa Salesforce noon.
Wala pa at that time. Oo. So, nung ini-introduce na sa amin na, ito yung Salesforce, this is how Salesforce actually works, it's also a system, and before you actually work with Salesforce, you need to be certified, parang ganun. So at the end of the training session, 3 months, we'll give you like an option if you want to take the certification. So whatever things that we learned here sa Caravan, is like, you can actually make it a career. At that particular time, wala pa akong career. So, nangyari nun, sige, review, ganyan, nag-exam na. So, last day na. And then, I was actually told na, before we took an exam, you need to invest an amount like this, bayad kasi certification. And automatic naman yun. At by the end of the exam, pag na-submit mo, the system will tell you that you passed or not. So, tinry ko isa muna. Actually, hirap ako. Hindi ko talaga alam yung mga IT terms because I don't really have a background of it. I don't know any codes. I don't know any programs. So, parang alam ko lang since ako naman, galing din naman ako sa esports industry. Kasi naglalaro rin naman ako nung college ng League of Legends. Tinry ko na lang. Nag-self-taught talaga ako. Like, YouTube all the way, books, tapos yung mga how-tos. Talagang pinanood ko siya. At the same time, ako rin yung pinaka-nakikinig kasi 4 lang kami. Ako rin yung pinaka-nakikinig at nagtatanong. Kasi usually pag sinabi na nila yung ganitong term, na tech term, silang tatlo naintindihan Ako, wala pa rin talaga ako idea. Like, what is RAM? What is ROM? Ganyan. So, yung mga gano'n. Siya, ako yung pala tanong nung at that particular time. Kasi I really wanted to have that particular knowledge na kahit hindi ako makapasa sa certification as a system administrator in sales, at least I know this kind of stuff na I can actually apply it para ganyan. And then, nakapasa ako. Ang passing grade, okay lang ba sabihin? Ang passing is over 65 siya. Tapos ang passing rate is 35. Tapos yung mga ka-classmate ko nun, they have like 40, 50, ganyan yung mga ano nila sa exam. Ako ang result ko is 35.
Oh.
Sabi. And then
Pero, at least okay, nakapasok ka pa rin.
yes, kami lahat. Tapos, inabsorb kami ni Salesforce. Si Salesforce, and then that's the time na talagang nag-work na talaga ako sa Salesforce, tumulong as a system administrator sa mga nagsusubscribe sa Salesforce. That's how actually it started eh. It's not actually planned, hindi siya talaga planned. Pero itong career na to, talagang minahal ko talaga siya in a way na ang dami ko nang ininvest para sa sarili ko because of this. Like, super dedicate ako mag-aral. At every time din, kasi every year, meron din talaga siyang renewal ng certification kasi na-expire siya. So, right now, I'm currently a marketing cloud consultant. Kasi may certification din siya. Then, service cloud and sales consultant at the same time, advanced and system administrator certified. So, 4 yung aking certification right now. So, I actually think all the hardship that I actually invested before, because it's really an amazing experience to find your career that is really as actually really comforting for me. So it might actually be, or yung ibang tao kasi it might actually see, they might actually see them na it's really stressful. But for me kasi, if nakikita ko yung result nung pinaghirapan ko, ang sarap talaga niya sa feeling like, sige, bukas naman ulit, try natin ibang process naman. So it's like in a civil engineering method na parang when you see your design na nakabuo na, napaka gaan, may butterfly sa stomach na para it drives you to keep on going. Na ang ganda pala ng pagka-design ko.
Yes. Yeah, so that's also the reason na parang nag-stick ka na talaga sa Salesforce na career since ang dami mo na doing preparation and investment na
Yes.
doon.
Totoo. Kasi, syempre, if you actually invested something, let's say, for example, on your skills, that actually, that will also then grow. Kasi, na-realize ko nga when I'm working in Salesforce na rin, na hindi lahat ng education is like really for you. Kasi sometimes when you're in your 4th year high school or senior high like level, going to college, sometimes hindi mo rin talaga alam on a first hand if ano ba talaga yung gusto kong mangyari. Ano ba talaga yung gano'n ko ba, parang hindi mo rin masagot yung paano ko ba nakikita yung sarili ko 5 years from now.
Relate ako dyan. Totoo.
Oo.
You're changing eh. Yeah.
Oo. It changed din eh. If not, actually it's also a blessing in disguise dahil napadaan ako sa Eastwood din noon. What if hindi ako napadaan sa Eastwood? I will never know na merong free caravan training ang IBM para sa mga students. Hindi ko malalaman yun. So, and originally, taga Cavite ako and kaya kami magkakaklase pumunta ng Eastwood is like we're looking for a job, medyo job hunting na rin kami kasi nga fresh grad, ganyan. So, if not for that, then I will never be here din ulit. So, it's kind of like a blessing in disguise on which talagang hindi ko siya tinitignan na parang napaka bigat or burden nung career na to for me kung bakit ako nandito, ganyan, hindi. Para sa akin kasi parang ito na talaga yung dapat, parang may tinanim kasi sa akin eh. So parang ngayon pa lang din siya umuusbong eh. Hindi pa nga siya totally puno eh kasi wala pa ako doon sa gold clay. There's so many more path for me still in Salesforce. So kasi marami yan eh. May administrator, may consultant, may developer, may architect. So, ang layo ko pa doon sa part, nandun pala ako sa consultant part. So, parang pangalawang baitang pala ako ng hagdan. Wala pa talaga ako sa ending. So, kaya talagang lahat ng skills or lahat ng mga knowledge ng either client or and or mga kasama ko or nagtatrabaho sa Salesforce at the same time system administrator ng Salesforce out there is talagang pinapartake mo siya. Hindi mo siya kakalimutan. Kasi pag kinalimutan mo ang isang bagay, lalong-lalo na ito, may pag-iiwanan ka rin kasi. Kasi ang bilis ng pacing ng system. So, nagpa-patch hindi lang naman Salesforce ang nag-update. All of the system that's using internet right now is upgrading. So, you need also to upgrade yourself. By doing so, hindi lang siya for your own benefit or for your personal knowledge, but also to your personal skill set. Like,
Ramdam mo yung passion ni Darwin when he talks about
Yeah.
Salesforce, no?
Oo. How I wish I have that skill.
So what,
Go lang.
yeah, ano meron sa Salesforce? Bakit super nag-stick siya sa'yo?
Ay, oo, good question.
Ano eh. Yeah, tapos
Good
random.
Pero ito parang real talk na lang din. Malaki talaga sweldo ng Salesforce administrator. Malaki talaga. Just,
Oh.
you know, kaya
Gusto ko na lumipat dyan.
kaya ko rin sinasabi kasi talagang dugot pawis to ng bawat administrator out there.
Yes.
So, kasi nagpakandahirap sila mag-exam, mag-review, mapacertify yung sarili nila. Parang sinasabi ko nga lagi sa kanila, you're not just an IT grad. You're a Salesforce IT grad. Parang ganyan. You're not just a computer science graduate or computer engineering. You're not just like that. So, you're more than that because pinaghirapan mo tayo, nagbayad ka rin ng mga exam. Maraming exam right now. Magtitake na rin ako ng panibagong exam sa AI, and Salesforce is also touching AI systems na rin. So, so hindi lang siya, so ang very reason din doon is like, oo, malaki yung sweldo, but yung happiness na ang sarap din sa feeling na kasama mo or direct mo kausap yung may-ari ng company, the CEO, the COO, sila yung pinaka-directly boss mo eh. Sila yung stakeholder na araw-araw mo talagang kinakausap eh. And nakikita mo rin right now, it actually applies din kasi nagtayo na rin ako ng small business, ear clothing store, vape shop, ganyan. So, may portion na talagang ginagamit ko yung natutunan ko sa mga nakakausap kong client sa pang-araw-araw. And that is actually working. Wala man ako pang subscribe pa sa Salesforce. Pero if I do so, if given a chance na talaga kasi mahal ang Salesforce din. Yung license kasi ni Salesforce medyo expensive din. So, if ako, meron din talaga given a chance na meron din talaga ako pang Salesforce, I'll do it because it gives me relief as a business owner. It also gives me the things that I actually need, especially for reporting, dashboard, seeing all the people that nandun na rin kasi lahat ng mga employees, HR, doon pumapasok yung kanilang recruitment system, doon pumapasok yung kanilang customer support system, kanilang payment system. So lahat na related sa business is just one software. So that's actually in Salesforce. So technically, kahit si business owner, pangalan na lang inisip niya eh. And let us do the business for them. Parang ganun yun eh. So kami na mag-aayos kami na mag-aayos na ganito yung sales process ninyo. Ganito mangyayari kung saan magpupunta, ganito yung tsura ng website ninyo. So parang ganyan. So kaya siya nakakainit sa akin, and ang sarap din i-discuss and i-share kasi marami rin system administrator out there na sobrang passionate and ang tagal-tagal na rin nila dun sa home company nila. So yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's go through early challenges and breakthroughs. Syempre, kasi nagulat ako may nag-hand. Ako ba yun? May kumaway sa akin eh. Sabi ko, alright. So, let's talk about rough patches when you started Salesforce as a niche. So, syempre, may mga first big project ka. Does any parang moment during your career comes to mind when you were able to surpass a certain kind of struggle, a certain kind of learning curve, or stressful moment?
Meron din kasi when you're actually working in Salesforce, lahat doon system administrator. So you can actually ask them like kunyari may na-experience na ba sila, they encounter like this. So ang dali nung parang support system. Hindi lang talaga yung mismo senior mo or your lead yung support sa'yo, but also your colleague. Lagi sinasabi-sabi nun na get ready to when you go out, um, it's on you na to So every question, struggles, kailangan hanapan mo na solution. Kailangan you know how to find a solution out there. Meron naman, marami naman sa online. However, do you really know how to actually type or your search your keywords, diba? So dapat you know what to search para ganyan. Para ma-receive mo rin yung tamang solution para sa'yo. And then, nung lumabas ako, that's the time na nung nag-resign ako sa Salesforce, that's the time na first experience ko, paglabas ko, is that we're not a team. Ako lang mag-isa, ang Salesforce administrator, handling like 200 or 500 employees. Ako lang yon. So lahat na Salesforce related, like including, hindi ako makalog in sa tools, sa system namin. So lahat yon akin. So yun yung pinaka-challenging part siguro na nagpa-open up din sa akin na how important the role is. Kasi wala na ako kasama dito Wala na ako pagtatanungan. Wala na ako mapagsasabihan na parang na-experience mo na ba to? Na-encounter mo na ba to yung kind of error? Doon na rin ako napiga na kailangan ko siyang i-search Kailangan kong matutunan ng how to fix it. I really need to fix this kasi it's money related din sa company na maglulose din yung kanilang sales if tumagal ang isang error or a system that doesn't really work that well or kailangan i-improve pa. So, sa akin, yun ang pinaka-challenge ko. It's not a project. It's not actually a simple processes lang na they want it. They want it like this. It's as a whole, as a Salesforce system administrator at that particular time, single Salesforce system administrator at that particular time, on which working on a larger company. Itong company pa naman to is a fintech. So fintech siya, so finance, so financial yung industry niya. And hindi pwede na may downtime sa isang fintech like GCash, parang ganyan. Because maya may gumagamit ng GCash. Pero ito, fintech to sa Australia. So, yun yung pinaka-challenging part sa akin. Yung naging dahilan kung bakit ma-inap din ako in terms of the SLA deadlines na talagang binukan niya talaga yung pag-iisip ko na how important a one process is kahit isa lang yung user na naapektuhan. It doesn't matter if isang user lang or multiple user yung naapektuhan. As long as it's problema, it's prioritized. It doesn't matter if customer service support lang yung report compare sa, let's say, director yung nag-report, sales director yung nag-report. So, every issues in Salesforce must treated as an issue that you really need to prioritize. In terms of, if it is a complex issue naman, wala rin naman kaso magsabi kala client na yung turnaround time, yung SLA mo, kung nakikita mo na itong issue na to, it really takes a week to actually fix it because it's a complex issue, they will still understand it. So, on a system administrator out there then, I really advise you to be honest with your client then, syempre. Because it's really gonna help you on your work as a Salesforce system administrator. Because, if sinasabi mo kasi yung turnaround time kay client, they actually have the assurance and idea na you're gonna work for it on that particular time. So, wala naman din kaso yun. So, yun ang nakikita kong challenges at that particular time. You're handling a lot of people, you're handling a lot of tasks. Bali, pagpasok mo, nakatapos mo lang pa ba rin, na-empty mo na yung case mo, yung tickets mo, ganyan. Pagpasok mo ng umaga, more than pa doon sa kahapon mo. Parang gano'n yung ticket mo. But, manage lang yung time. And make it a point na talagang if ever na kayo lang din yung system administrator out there, na make it a point na you find your rest day really a rest day for you. Parang gano'n. Para if you start your week, at least you have energy to do so. Para hindi siya nakakasawa.
Balanse.
Oo, basta talaga. Because it's really challenging for people na parang hindi naman talaga nila passion or gusto yung sales. Parang napilitan. May mga ganun din kasi napilitang civil engineer kasi gusto ni mama yon, gusto ni papa yon, parang ganun. So, para hindi rin siya nakasuka, ganyan. At least, find time during the shift din, find time na pag lunch mo talaga, as in, sulitin mo talaga siya na. Kasi sabi nga rin ng mentor ko nung sa Salesforce na nagtitraining pa ako, basta, alam mo, sa Salesforce, sabi sa amin, kahit sa panaginip mo, papaginip mo siya. Totoo yun. Maraming experience ako na during shift, hindi ko talaga maayos-ayos. And then, nung wala na ako sa shift, doon papasok, ay, oo nga, no, dapat gano'n na yung ginawa ko eh. Dapat, mas better yun eh. Parang gano'n. Maisip mo talaga siya eh. Kasi,
Pero Darwin, I love it how you shared your learning curve, your mistakes, and stressful moments. I have a question for you. Like, when did it finally click that you could, actually build a career from this? Na parang nasabi mo na, eto na yun, like, I can build a career from this Salesforce.
when I successfully joined parang VA na rin to, when I successfully joined a group of VA in a local company way back pa. So the company, can I actually mention the company? Can I mention the company rin? Pwede naman.
Siguro yung nature lang of the company.
Ay,
Yeah.
wag na lang yung
Local bank.
Ah.
So it's our local bank, Red Bank. So the color red one. So local bank natin. So when I joined them, marami kaming VA na yun. Maraming mga Salesforce team. So there's like marketing cloud, sales cloud. So ginather kami to launch car insurance system. So ang laki ng naitulong ko doon kasi the design is the architecture itself nung flow nung system is galing sa idea ko siya. And kaya ko siya nasabi na, ay, ito na talaga yun. It's like, hanggang ngayon, when you let's say, for example, you have the car insurance of this Red Bank. So, yung system na yun yung gawa ko eh. You're gonna log into Salesforce, yung magugulat ka na lang, wala kang kinakausap na tao pero you're receiving an email of your invoice. So automatically, so car insurance, so meron din tong kunyari kung gaano ba kasira yung kotse mo, kung badly injured ka ba, kung hindi lang pala property damage yung meron. So lahat siya kasi pag ganyan kasi kailangan detalye. Ano ba talaga yung type ng insurance nung ano mo? Ano ba talaga yung insurance na kukunin mo? Paano ka ba namin matutulungan? How much yung kailangan namin ibigay, parang ganun. So, when I see that running, ay, sabi ko yun, ito na yun. Kasi, ang sarap sa feeling din na up until now, although, syempre, hindi naman natin pwede sabihin na parang, uy, kailangan i-credit tayo dyan, parang aamin yan. They own it eh, kasi you work for them eh. Diba? So, they own it. Pero yung feeling na parang, ay, nakikita ko yan, marami na sign up dyan.
Yes.
Ay, maganda. Yun yung nakaka-fulfilling. Ang fulfilling yun, parang kang graduate ng paulit-ulit.
To see
Oo,
like
ganun
kung ano yung ginawa mo is now being used by a lot of people.
Multiple people.
Yeah. So,
May impact.
since ang dami mong parang hawak and your responsibilities are parang wide, what does your typical day look like sa Salesforce?
Typical day is like checking on yeah, check in on email first. Let's see if there's an update from that happens not during the shift. So yun yung day-to-day basis ko. And then I start logging to Salesforce itself. So regardless, sa akin kasi ang day-to-day ko is that if I created a process kahapon and I test it bago ako mag-out, I also going to test it in the morning when I log in again. So, na parang, okay, sige, gumana. Okay, end of day na tayo. Then, start of day ko, papaganahin ko ulit siya eh. Na, okay, gumagana pa rin. Parang ganyan. So, then, move na tayo sa next request. Move na tayo sa next improvement na gusto gawin. Or, move na tayo sa isa pang ticket. Parang ganyan.
Yeah. So, moving on sa day-to-day routine mo, personally, like, in terms of your professional growth, financial benefits, confidence, or like work-life balance in general, how has specializing Salesforce changed your life?
Ay, malaki. So, syempre, it really changed my perspective in terms of the system. And it helps me understand wider tech that I didn't actually have really the background of before. So I also understand how the client, like the bosses, the CEO actually feels when they requested something and they didn't actually or it misses it. So and hindi pa siya talaga buo. And maraming na-change din sa akin in terms of my perspective and how I work. And on how it matters yung ginagawa ko to not just to the client na pinagtrabaho ko, but to all of the people who actually work on that company. It matters on how long I actually work on a certain task or how fast I actually work on a certain task. So it actually matters. Yeah, sige.
Yeah, ano yung advice na mabibigay mo sa kanila?
So for everyone, it's really it's not really a career that you actually dreaming of, because most of them hindi talaga to madali. So it really takes a lot of guts, a lot of thinking, a lot of logics, a lot of effort to learn. But advise you, once you actually have that particular skill, yun yung yun yung key point yun yung trigger. Once you have that particular skills, everything, lahat na sweldo, magandang, mababang na boss, yan, lahat na ng pinapanaginip mong sana mangyari sa'yo, magkaroon ng mabait na boss. Kaya, di ba? Or sana maintindihan at ma-appreciate nila yung ginagawa ko. Darating yun eh. Pero, before you actually get to that particular point, kailangan mo munang hindi lang magsunod ng kilay. Expect that it's also challenging na para iiyak ka na on a certain point, dun sa certain task. Na kailangan mo muna maintindihan. Kailangan mo muna tumama sa rock bottom bago ka pumunta sa higher up. Kailangan mo ma-experience yun. And it's not, hindi siya masaya kind of work. But what I really advise is talagang dedicate nyo lang yung sarili nyo. Maghanap kayo ng kasiyahan in terms of when you actually finish the task. Find your happiness in what you're currently working. And don't put yourself into a spot na talagang may stress kayo. So, that I actually advise dun sa mga mag-sales. And also, try learning, because there's so many websites out there. There's so many Reddit posts. There's so many support that you can actually receive kahit mag-isa ka lang eh.
Yeah, so listening to you, Darwin, on medyo process-driven yung sales supports natin. So baka may ma-share ka naman na mga funny or like embarrassing mistakes na or mga humorous experiences while doing the job that
Meron din naman. Siguro, one of the experience I had na talagang nakakatawa siya is that Ito rin yung advice ko, don't do this because, syempre,
Tandaan niyo yan,
so,
guys.
don't do this because sometimes kasi like when you yung di ba may moment ka na parang hindi ka pa talaga totally gising or hindi pa talaga nandun talaga yung mo hindi ka 100% ready to work parang ganyan pero you still work tapos may sinabi sa yung information si client hindi siya by chat kasi madali lang by chat you can reread it again over and over again may
Yes.
sinabi sa'yo through voice and hindi siya na notes parang ganyan. Hindi siya na notate. And then akala mo yun na yun, di ba? And then you start working on it. So akala ko na parang kailangan niya ng password reset, parang ganyan. Yun yung naiintindihan ko eh. So change ko yung password niya. Hindi siya nakalog in. So hindi siya nakalog in for like a day na akala niya may system issues lang. Ganyan. So hindi siya nakalog in a day and gumawala ko ng dahilan na parang nagka-glitch na sa system ganyan. Pero ako talaga may kasalanan nun. Change ko talaga yung password niya kasi akala ko nagpa-password reset siya. So, kaya guys, dapat tandaan nyo na kailangan maintindihan nyo talaga yung sinasabi kung ano pa talaga yung kailangan.
Yeah.
Hindi nyo talaga maintindihan. Try to ask again, parang ganun. So,
Ako usually pag I receive a audio instruction, nirarun ko siya sa may sa may sabi dito parang transcript para mag-convert siya into text para mabasa ko siya.
Buti nga may transcript na ngayon kasi before, wala eh. So, wala talaga. So, Skype pa naman no. Skype call pa yun natin. So,
Skype.
Sa Skype pa yun, syempre, hindi rin siya nare-record. And all, nagkaroon na rin ng recording yung Skype, mga later part na rin. So, talagang, kailangan nyo muna talaga siya maintindihan. If not, try to ask it again. Kasi wala namang kaso talaga yun. It happens na kasi na, don't be prideful type of system administrator. What I meant is that, huwag kayong parang, alam ko na yan. Ito yung kailangan mo, hindi na experience ko rin. Hindi. Try to be a system administrator na parang ito po ba yung kailangan nyo just to confirm? Parang, kasi ito yung gagawin ko na.
Pabeb.
Oo.
But yes. Sobrang inspiring yung story mo, Darwin. And I find it like, it's not a regular story of how one starts a career. Pero it's a career that when you start, sobrang worth it yung mga fruits doon. It's so inspiring and so real.
Yeah.
Yes, and listening you talaga, parang sabi ko, try ko kaya siya.
Try nyo? Di ba? Try nyo rin. From us
Kasi,
to developer.
Yes. And this episode wasn't about being a perfect BA, so it was about finding a niche, learning, making mistakes, and growing while staying human. So, yeah, tama yung mga sinabi ni Darwin kanina na you find happiness sa work mo and always, kasi may mga good and bad days naman talaga, but ang importante you find happiness in what you're doing and just staying human.
Totoo. Tao tayong lahat. And Darwin, if you have any final words to say, anything that you would like to promote, any parting advice, fun note, or gratitude to whoever, to whomever, it's your time. Free time na to.
Maybe what I really want to thank is most of the company that I've been with, and also not just the company itself, yung people that's being patient with me before, that I really don't understand it before pa na kung hindi dahil mapagpasensya lang sila na they also want me to grow, and yung mga hindi sumuko sa akin na sumagot, magtanong, hindi nakikita sa mga tinatanong ko dahil kahit paulit-ulit siya, because I really wanted to understand the Salesforce. I'm not really here right now just not because of that. So I really want to thank you people na talaga marami kasi sila. So pag nakita nyo lang ako here, so I will gonna share it to you then guys. I really want to thank you guys na nagpasensya sa akin ng malala and inintindi yung side ko rin na I'm here right now. Nag-grow pa rin at the same time. Pero it's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. Yeah.
For sure, madaming may inspire sa'yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, that was it. If you want to be a Salesforce VA or find your niche, marami kami. Actually, wala atang positions right now, but you can always check sa aming VA Masters website. That's vamasters.com/careers. My name is Tata. Thank you so much, Darwin.
Thank you.
Yes, and yes, thank you so much, Darwin. I'm Roxy, and this is from Kayod to Keyboard. See you in the next episode. Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye.